What's our next email today?
Next one is from Taylor of Vessilati. Hello, movie warriors. I just read on Variety that they're projecting Captain Marvel will have a 70 to 85 million dollar second weekend. Isn't that a little optimistic? Generally, movies like these will drop like 60% or more with massive openings like Captain Marvel had. Could it really only drop 50%? Is that even possible? Thanks for the great show.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that. Like 70, maybe, because 70 would represent. I'm not going to try to do all the math, but I'm going to guess 70 would probably represent something like a 55% drop or something like that. So 70 million, maybe. Yeah, I think 85% is overly optimistic. I think because now you're talking about a 40-something% drop, and generally speaking, there are exceptions. There are exceptions, but generally speaking, when you get big, massive openings, you have more significant drop-off because most people have already gone to see it. I mean, we saw that with Avengers Infinity War. We'll see that with others. So I think 70 tops. I think 70, like I expect somewhere between a 55 and a 65% drop. I think that would be acceptable. I think that would be a good range for that. So I think, yeah, that 85 thing might be a little bit too optimistic. But Rob, you have been the patron saint of optimism when it comes to Captain Marvel. What do you think the second weekend's going to do?
Well, I got to point out that it's having a massive midweek box office gross. It grossed $11 million on Monday. This is domestic. Right. It grossed $14 million on Tuesday. The current numbers, as reported by Box Office Mojo, worldwide, Captain Marvel has made $541,661,315. Now, I haven't heard the Wednesday numbers, but Thursday, Friday, I think what this movie has is it has our female audience.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that the female audience that might not have been interested in going the first weekend have heard from their friends and colleagues and brothers and their geek friends that, hey, you're going to really you're going to really enjoy this. So I think there is going to be a much larger opening weekend or a second weekend for this film than is anticipated, and they're already tracking that. But I think Captain Marvel is going to sail over 300 million domestic this weekend, if not by it's at 179,061,315 domestic already. It'll be over by Thursday, probably yesterday and today. It could be potentially over 200 million. So I think this is I think.
But what's it going to make? What's it going to make next weekend? Come on.
I'll give it a 75 million.
70, yeah, that's a little above my max, but it's comfortable range. So, but you agree 85 might be a little bit too optimistic at this point.
Might be a little too optimistic, but again, it depends on this audience. I mean, I've seen this movie 3 times. I normally wouldn't have seen this movie 3 times by now, but I saw it 3 times.
Yeah, I've only seen it twice so far. I think I might try to sneak out to see it again later today if I can.